Phantom Fleet, a true crime story of transnational money laundering. It started with a single email, not a bomb threat, not a ransom note, just a polite message asking for help. 72-year-old Robert Whitman opened his laptop that morning in Atlanta, expecting nothing more than his daily news and coffee. Instead, he read a message that looked like it came from his bank. Urgent. Suspicious activity detected on your retirement account. Robert clicked. Within 6 minutes, his entire retirement savings, $418,000, was gone. Vanished. Transferred through 3 banks, 4 shell companies, and then across the Atlantic Ocean. But what investigators would discover months later would shock even seasoned agents, because Robert Whitman's stolen money had just helped buy an airplane, and not just any airplane. It was part of a mysterious airline fleet owned by one of Nigeria's most celebrated businessmen, a man who called himself a visionary, a man the media called a billionaire. But investigators had another name for him, the Phantom CEO, and the planes he claimed to own may never have existed at all. Robert Whitman had worked 45 years as an electrical engineer. He lived a quiet life outside Atlanta, Georgia. No gambling, no risky investments. His retirement account was his security. But the email looked perfect. The logo matched his bank. The formatting looked legitimate. Even the phone number connected him to someone who sounded professional. "Mr. Whitman," the voice said calmly, "we just need you to verify a secure transfer to protect your funds." Robert believed he was protecting his savings. Instead, he authorized the transaction that emptied his life. When Sarah Jenkins and Chidi Okafor finally spoke through a secure video call, both investigators realized they were chasing the same ghost. Sarah explained the fraud victims in the United States: business email, compromise scams, phishing attacks, fake invoices, millions stolen from American victims. Chidi explained the suspicious aircraft purchases, the phantom planes, the shell companies, and suddenly, the entire puzzle snapped into focus. The scams in America weren't random. They were feeding money into a massive laundering machine, one designed to make stolen funds look like legitimate airline investments. Nigerwings wasn't just an airline. It was a laundering operation disguised as aviation success. But they still needed proof, and Deji Okoro was extremely careful until he made one mistake. Digital forensic analysts soon uncovered the real engine behind the fraud. Deji's network was running an AI-driven phishing system. The software scanned corporate emails, studied writing styles, then automatically generated fake invoices that looked perfectly authentic. Finance departments across the United States were being tricked into sending payments to fraudulent vendors. Once the money arrived, it moved through a laundering chain: U.S. shell companies, trade export businesses, aircraft leasing companies, foreign investment accounts, and eventually into Deji Okoro's luxury empire. Investigators estimated the network had stolen over $96 million, but catching Deji would be nearly impossible because he rarely touched the money directly until he decided to run. As rumors of an investigation spread, Deji began making calls. Government officials, airport authorities, customs officers, anyone who could help him move assets out of Nigeria. Investigators later discovered millions in bribes had already been paid: luxury watches, cash envelopes, real estate gifts. But the FBI and EFCC were now working together, and they had a plan. A sting operation, one that would unfold at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. It was nearly midnight when Deji's convoy arrived at the private terminal. Two armoured SUVs, one black Mercedes. Inside the vehicles were suitcases, lots of them. Inside the suitcases, cash, gold bars, encrypted hard drives. Deji believed he was about to escape to Europe. What he didn't know was that the entire airport was already surrounded. Plainclothes EFCC agents watched from the terminal. Airport police blocked the runways, and miles away, FBI agents were simultaneously arresting his accomplices in Georgia. The moment Deji stepped out of the vehicle, agents moved in. The arrest happened in less than 30 seconds. Nigeria's most celebrated airline CEO was suddenly in handcuffs. The network collapses. What investigators uncovered next shocked even seasoned prosecutors. The Niger Wings empire was never real. Most of the aircraft existed only on paper. Shell companies had been used to inflate asset values. Banks, lawyers, and accountants across 3 countries had helped disguise the money. In total, over $120 million in assets were seized. Luxury homes, corporate accounts, aircraft deposits, and international real estate. For victims like Robert Whitman, some of the money was eventually recovered, but the damage had already been done. The story of the Phantom Fleet reveals something deeper than one man's greed.